Hello friends, today we are going to study the poem The Flea written by John Donne. This poem is very special in a sense that John Donne takes a very petty creature as a flea, the fly that sits on animals. So he takes the example of this, the image of this, to tell you something which might appear to be an argument not traditionally given, but an argument which will establish John Donne's advocacy of physical love, carnal love. Now, as is special about John Donne, that he takes up a subject as if in the middle of an argument, in the middle of a situation. So, the situation here is the stinging of the beloved by a flea, also the stinging of himself by the same flea, and taking this as an occasion to speak about the idea of love, carnal love, physical love, John Donne begins thus: mark but this flea, and mark in this how little that which thou deniest me is. So he draws the attention of the beloved onto the flea and says, look on this, look at this flea, mark is look at this flea, and mark in this, try to locate in the body of this flea how little which you have denied to me, the drop of blood that you have denied to me, you have given to this flea. It is. So the usage of the word is here is special. Whenever these verbs are used, is, am, are, was, were, they always indicate a very established truth. This is a class going on. You cannot deny that it is a class. Is. Some universal fact is embodied, is expressed through these words. So he said, how little which you have denied to me is present in this flea. Look at this flea and look in this, that the blood which you have denied to me is in it. It sucked me first and now sucks thee. And he says that this flea came, it sucked me, and now it is sucking you. And in this flea, our two bloods mingled be. And also you cannot deny that in the body of this flea, my blood and your blood are now fused. They have mingled. The opening of the poem is very special because the poet draws the attention of the girl who might have gone past him after making a denial, after putting down his proposal for love. She might have gone away, but he focuses, he rivets his attention onto the flea and says that which you denied to me has mingled in the body of this flea. So the argumentative nature, the extraordinary example that he is placing to advocate his idea of love makes John Donne the special poet of love. Thou knowest that this cannot be said a sin, nor shame, nor loss of maidenhood. And then he furthers the argument and goes on to say that this fusion of the blood that has taken place in the body of this flea, you know that this cannot be said a sin. Now, see, we all, who knows what insect comes and bites us and our enemies, or us and our friends, and very unknown people also, those who are not known to us. So, a, a flea does not make any discrimination when it chooses to suck blood. And this is what goes in favor of the argument which Donne is placing towards the girl surrendering to his idea of love. He says, you know that this small occasion of being stung by or by the flea cannot be considered as a sin. And the girl, she can but know nothing, will have to agree to what he is saying. So it is not a sin, it is not a shame. Also, it is no shame. And certainly, it is not loss of maidenhood. When a flea has stung her after having stung the poet, it doesn't mean that she has lost her chastity. Yet this enjoys before it woo. So you allowed this flea to take away that droplet of blood from you even before it could woo you. To woo is to request, make a proposal of love. So he said, even before it could woo you, even it could make a request, it made no request and it just took out the blood from you. And you are not thinking it a sin or a shame or loss of maidenhood. And after having done this, and pampered swells with one blood made of two. So this is the paradox. He says that in the body of this flea, our two bloods have fused, and with having obtained a drop from me and a drop from you, it has become pampered, swollen, large in size. And this, alas, is more than we would do. And ultimately, he comes to state his point of view that in requesting the companionship of the girl, he says, this is only what we are going to do. Why do you think it a sin or a shame when a flea can do it very effortlessly and also going unnoticed in the act? Let you also agree to my request. So the first stanza of the poem, The Flea, begins with the drawing of the attention of the girl onto the body of the flea that has just right then, after he being denied love by the girl, comes and sucks a drop of blood from the poet and then from the girl, and then the fusion of the blood takes place, and he argues formidably that this is not a sin or a shame. So we see John Donne at his best, even when he is advocating carnal love. And that is what makes John Donne a poet of love. In the earlier lecture, I told you that his advocacy, he is the first poet of love, because if he has to talk about physical love, he will argue it, battle it out, and establish it in the best possible manner. If he is wanting to express something about platonic love, something which is beyond the perception of senses and which actually is the perception of the souls, he would do that also very well, as he would in the other poems that I shall deal with later on. And if he has to talk about love for God, which he does in his uh, religious sonnets, again he would do it at the best. So, in the opening lines, in the first stanza of the poem, he has marked, he has advocated the 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 uh, very he advocates it in such a manner as you feel that this is just nothing. It is no sin, it is no crime, it is no shame, nor actually is it loss of maidenhood. That is all for today. We shall continue. Thank you.